Clay McKinney, Developer On-Ramp, Introduction to CSS for Developers. We've been talking about the box model. We've been talking about margins and padding. And right now I want to sort this out just a little bit and then put a border on it. And what I want to do is right now it's got this 1em margin over here, and I think it looks kind of funny. So I'm going to leave it at 0 on the top. I'm going to make it 0 on the right, and also I think this is a little too much, so I'm going to make it 0.75, so 3/4 of an em. We'll see what that does, and then leave it at 0 on the other side. Padding's all at 0, so let's look at that. Okay, yeah, that looks a lot more normal. And now let's talk about borders. We've talked about margin and padding. A border, you have to tell it how big of a border you want. I'm going to say it's 1 pixel. And then there are different styles of borders, like, you know, dashed or dotted or whatever, so we have to say it's solid. So 1 pixel solid. Okay, so now there's a 1 pixel solid border around all of our H1s and all of our H2s. Let's just do that on only the H1. I'm going to move this rule down to where it's in my rule for only H1s. We'll save it again. Look at it again. Okay, and we can play with that a little bit. We can make it 2 pixels. See if we like that better. Okay, now border also works. You can also have longhand things. If we wanted to make this just a border bottom, we could do it that way. And maybe we want it to be 3 pixels along the bottom. We'll save that. Okay, so now it's got a bottom border, but it doesn't have a border on the top or the sides. I hope that's contrasty enough where you can see it. You know what, I can take that green out, and that way you'll definitely see it. There we go. Okay, so padding and margin work the same way with borders as they work with the background color. You know, padding is inside, margin is outside. So inside the border or outside the border. So we could say padding bottom is 3 pixels. And you're going to have to watch careful. I'm going to save it, and it should scooch this down a little bit when I refresh. Boing, see, 3 pixels. Okay, so that's basically how borders work. And next, what I want to do is apply some of this knowledge. But before that, we'll have to take a little side journey and talk about these links. That'll have nothing to do with the box model, but we need to throw that in first.